Hello Cancer, and welcome to your reading. Cancer, let's have a look to see what messages the divine wants to give you in this reading. I always remind you that these readings are generalized, so take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't, because that's going to resonate with someone else who's watching this reading. If you could remember to have a look at your sun sign, your moon sign, and also your ascendant sign, that will be useful. Okay, so we have your cards for you here, and there is a feeling where some of you are currently going there's a feeling where some of you are going through some type of cycle, all right? And some of these cycles are to do with a karmic type of energy. So there is a feeling of going through some growth after some challenges. This is an energy about learning, about reflection on what has happened in the past, your role that you played, and what you can learn in the future, because karmic cycles are all about giving us an opportunity to learn and to grow. And once we have learned and grown, the karmic cycle falls away and something else new comes about. But with a karmic cycle, it is worth understanding that if you're not learning, if you're not growing, the cycle carries on. So for some of you, this is that chance that you have to look back and to really see how you can end this cycle. Because why would you want to keep on looping back round and round and round in circles? All right. So for some of you, the divine is saying that, listen, this karmic cycle that you've been going through could have just challenged you. Of course, because karmic cycles do that. They challenge you, and you have to be as strong as a lion not to run away from the lessons, because the lessons are sometimes very difficult to comprehend and to learn, especially if you're going through pain. All right, because when we're going through pain, through the karmic cycle that you're currently going through, sometimes it is difficult in that moment in time to look at the lessons and to grasp the lessons. But the divine is saying that this is time to end this, because it has been happening for a long time. You are strong enough. You are stronger than you think. So understand and to look at this cycle and see how you keep letting things repeat and play themselves over and over again. So for some of you, this could be maybe a relationship. You attract the same type of people, and these people hurt you. They put you through all types of dramas. You break up from that relationship only to attract the same type of person again. Why? Because you didn't learn the lesson from whatever it is that you just went through. Some of you, this could be to do with how giving and how kind you are, because you are Cancers. There's that feeling of just being gentle with the world, but this comes sometimes at a cost, because when you're loving and when you're gentle, people can start using you as doormats. Okay, because sometimes you don't stand up for yourself. You don't really put up boundaries in place, and then you're seeing that people are reflecting the same energy that you're putting out. By not putting out boundaries, people come and walk all over you. At some point, you learn your lesson and you put up the boundaries that you need. And then what happens? The whole cycle falls away, because now going forward, you're understanding that boundaries are always important. And if you don't put these boundaries up in place, there is always someone who will come along and teach you that important lesson about why boundaries are important. So this karmic type of situation can play in different ways. Okay, so whatever is happening, the divine is saying that you're stronger than you think. Look at this situation for what it is. Learn the lessons so that we can close this chapter up. Because by closing this chapter, it means that you've graduated from that lesson, from that karmic cycle that is here. So as you are graduating, it is time to do some spiritual cleansing. All right, because you have a card that is saying that, once you've learned the lessons, you go through that energy of disappointment, right? Because you're looking at the people who used you as a doormat. You're looking at this situation and you fall in that energy of just feeling disappointed. How could people treat me like this? I'm a nice person, I'm always giving, I'm always helpful. Why? And then at some point you realize that actually that person was there to teach you an important lesson that you are not going to repeat the same mistakes in the future. So you are now looking at this situation completely different. You are looking at that person and being thankful for the lesson that they gave you. Now, don't get it wrong. It doesn't mean that you're going to keep on inviting those people to stay in your life. No. Some of these people that you are loving, some of these people are your family, and they are there to teach you, to help you grow. And then once you've learned that lesson, you are loving them from a distance. But at the same time, once you've learned your lesson, once you're reflecting and looking back, that energy of disappointment, that energy of just that dark, dense, heavy energy that we go through once we're learning some lessons, it is time to clean your home, your surroundings, you. So you are stepping in that energy of doing a spiritual cleanse, cleansing your home, opening up the windows, opening up the doors, saging your home, doing whatever it is that you do to do that energy cleansing. Because it is important that once a cycle is finished, that energy must be cleansed. Because when that energy is cleansed, it allows new energy to come in. So whatever is happening, do not skip that spiritual cleansing that you need to do. And if you don't know how to do a spiritual cleanse, just go on YouTube and type it in. Lots of videos will tell you how to do this. So we have our tarot cards that are here. And the first tarot card that you have is the Seven of Cups. Okay, so the Seven of Cups is bringing again the same type of feeling from our karmic cycle. Okay, so remember I told you about making choices, whether you're gonna love these people from a distance, whatever it is that you're deciding to do with these people who have caused you some pain and some disappointment. So when we're looking at the energies of the Seven of Cups, as you can see from our card, I'm going to hold it a little bit closer so you can observe the pictures. So you can see there's our guy. He is there. He is looking at what lessons he has learned from this energy, from the Seven of Cups. He is seeing that some people seemed loving. They seemed like good people, but in the end, there were snakes. Okay, in the end, they were the backstabbing type of people. They were here to cause him some pain. So now as he is learning that lesson and that snake, that karmic cycle is exiting his life, now it is the energy where you are being asked to choose again. Will you choose to repeat the same mistake? Or will you choose something that is going to bring that energy of elevation? After you've learned something, you've graduated. So we can see that here he is picking something that is going to bring that energy of learning, of growing, and leaving this situation, this karmic situation, to finally exit his life. The Seven of Cups is all about choices, and the decision is always yours, of course. So the next tarot card that we have is the King of Cups. Now the King of Cups is that energy again. You can see that you are making some choices, but now the Kings, you have graduated. You are loving some people from a distance. You're removing yourself from some situations, and you are now always looking at how you can make better choices. The relationships that you're allowing into your life, the situations that you're allowing into your lives, first of all, you're allowing that energy of feeling. How does that feel to me on a soul level, intuitively? This situation, that person, how are the vibes? Do the vibes feel good, or the vibes, are they a little bit off? And now you're remembering in the past how you used to make important decisions. Before, you used to ignore the energy and the vibes of people. You're like, no, but that person seems so nice. They are handsome, they are good looking, they are this and that. But your vibes were always ringing that alarm bell. No, choose something different. This person comes wrapped up as gold, but beneath, they are just glitter. And you ignore these choices, and you go into the karmic cycle. And after you have learned important lessons, and now as you are allowing those people to leave and exit your life, as you're getting upgraded to the energies of the King of Cups, now you're able to make better decisions because you're always allowing energy to speak, vibrations to give you that heads up about whether this situation is a good situation or whether it's a karmic situation. So whatever is happening, there is a feeling where some of you are starting to learn how to make the right decisions based on how things feel. The cups are all about feelings. So as you're going forward, you are feeling the vibrations first before you make a choice. You are taking a time to make your decisions before you just rush and choose anything because it looks good. So there are choices that are on the cards, and now you're understanding how to make the right choices based on the vibration, based on the energetic imprint that your soul is reading, that your intuition is reading. You are learning never, ever, ever to override your intuition and your feelings about people, about situations. So whatever you're doing right now, there is that karmic cycle that is coming to an end and you are graduating. All right. So this is the reading that I have for you. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'll see you soon. It's a goodbye.